Good morning, children. Welcome back to ICT class. This is our 16th video session, and the previous class we have discussed about two small programs in Python. One is how to print a statement and also how to print number. There are a lot of variations for numbers. So this was our first activity. And secondly, we have discussed about how to find area of a rectangle by specifying a measurement to length and breadth. Thereby, we have discussed about how to find area of a rectangle. So in today's session, we are moving to another two programs, which is one is area of rectangle itself, but how to give different measurement. In the previous program, we have specified length equal to such and such value, breadth equal to one value, and we have find out the area. But how we can give different measurement to find the area of a length and breadth. So this is a next program, and it is described in your textbook, page number 49, how to choose or how to give different measurement for length and breadth, thereby finding the area. So we are going to that session, and for this session we are going to deal with two new function. One is eval function, and next function is input function. So these are the two different functions used to give different values for finding the area, and for finding every mathematical operation, two different functions use this. One is evaluation, and next one is input. Okay, so by using this function we can find out the area of a rectangle, square, whatever it is, we can find out the area. So let's see how it works. So in the previous class we have specified the variable L equal to, we have given one particular value. Instead of that, for giving different measurement, the syntax is give eval, put an open bracket, then give the function input, and inside this opening and closing bracket we can specify the different measurement, and after that close this bracket. Okay, so this is the function eval and input. So that what will happen, in the input place we can enter different measurement, and based on that measurement it get evaluated. Okay, similar way breadth equal to this same condition, eval of input, and the same thing L into B. Finally print statement, print A. So this is a next program which is described in your textbook, page number 49. And what is the difference? We can specify different values for length and breadth, but in the previous activity we have specified one particular value. We have assigned a particular value to length and breadth. Instead of that, by using this eval and input function, we can give different measurement. So let's see that activity by using this eval and input function.
So now we can do the area problem. We can find the area using different measurement with the help of this program. So how is that possible? Click on File, New File to get the editor window, because this program consists of more than one line. So better use, we can make use of editor window. So here I am going to type the program with some changes. So in the previous activity we have specified for length, we have specified one particular value. Instead of that, we can use a function evaluation of input. For what it is used, we can give different measurement in the result column. Okay, so I'll show how it works. Type L equal to length equal to eval, put a bracket, input, again put a bracket. Inside this bracket, we can type a string or we can type a sentence. So for entering length, we can give a sentence like this, enter the length, so that in the output we can understand what we have to do. Okay, so give a sentence like this, enter the length, then close double quote, then put a close bracket. So this bracket is closed over here and one more bracket has opened, so again close that. So here one bracket is opened, that is closed here. Here one bracket is opened, that is closed here. So like that, give eval of input of enter the length. Again same sentence, breadth. For breadth I am specifying the variable b equal to eval, put a bracket, input, again give a bracket. Inside that I am going to specify a sentence, enter the breadth. So that similar to print statement, whatever things we are giving inside that double quotes will consider as a string that will get displayed in that result column, Python shell. So I am typing breadth for better understanding so that we can see the sentence in that result column so that we can enter a particular value. Okay, I'll describe it in the output time. So here enter the breadth. Again same step, area. I am giving variable a equal to what? L into b, L star b. Then we have to print the statement. So I am typing print of. Don't give double quotes because if you are giving double quote, that particular letter will be displayed. So for finding calculation, avoid that double quotes. So I am giving this capital A. And then now I am going to run this program. I am going to compile this program. So click on run option, select run module. Then save this document. I am going to give the name area rectangle. I am going to save this so that the Python shell window has opened. So here what is the first question? Enter the length. Okay. So here what has happened? This string which is given inside the double quote has displayed here. Enter the length. Then here you can see a blinking cursor, which means what? We can enter a value. I am going to enter a value 5. For better alignment, I am going to give here a colon for making it a correct alignment. So again I am going to run this module so that you can see the change. Here we can see a colon. To make it attractive or to make it beautify, I am giving this colon. So here enter the length. You can see a cursor blinking. So type a value. I am going to give 5. So what will happen in this program? So which means this cursor. Here we can input a value. This is what the function input. Okay, whatever things we are giving inside the string will get displayed here. And you can see a cursor. But in the previous program, we got only the answer. Okay, this is what the usage of eval of input. We can give a particular value. That is what known as input function. And next is evaluation function. Eval. Eval means what? This corresponding value, length value, and this corresponding breadth value will get evaluated in this area place. That particular value which we are going to enter, that value will get evaluated here. This is what the meaning of eval and input. So here again I am going to give a value 4. Then press enter key. After each step press enter button. So that we got the answer 4 into 5, 20. So here because of input function I have entered 5. Here I have entered 4. So based on this eval function means length is stored as 5. Breadth is stored as 4, and based on that 4 and 5 here area is evaluated. If you are not giving eval here, you don't get the answer because that 5 into 4, that operation will not occur. That's why here we are giving evaluation function. Suppose I am going to give a sentence in the print statement. Area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is. I am giving like this. So what will be the answer? I am going to run again. Okay. Again we can enter the length. I am giving 5. Enter the breadth. I am giving 3. Then press enter button. So what has happened? Whatever things we are giving inside the double quotes got displayed here. So now it will be more attractive to see area of the rectangle is 15. If it seems like that, it will be more good comparing to this. Here we got only the number. But here if it is area of the rectangle is 20 or is 15, it will be more good to see, isn't it? So how it will be given? So type like this in double quote. After that put a comma. Okay, put a comma. Then specify the variable which got stored. Answer is stored in letter A. So after this comma, type the letter A so that the string and the answer variable and the variable can be separated by using a comma. So these are all basic syntax of program. It is a new thing for you. So study it in by heart. Otherwise we can't do anything. It's all inbuilt syntax. So you must study. Inside the double quote we can type anything. No problem, that will get displayed here. I am going to type equal to symbol. Area of rectangle equal to. Inside this double quote we can give anything. After that separate it using a comma. Put a comma. Then give the corresponding variable into which the answer got stored. I am going to run this. Click on run module. Click on OK. Again here enter the length. I am going to give 7. Press enter button in your keyboard. Enter the breadth. I am going to give 5. Again press the enter button. So what is the answer? Area of the rectangle equal to. Here area of the rectangle equal to. Whatever things we are giving inside the double quote has displayed exactly the same like this, equal to. Then here we have put a comma and we have given one letter A. A means what? Our answer gets stored in A. That answer will get displayed here. 35. 7 into 5. 35. And we are giving some instruction to the computer. Based on this instruction, the translator program, we can't see that program. Here itself translator programs are there. It will convert all this lines to binary so that we will get the corresponding output. Okay. So this is the basic function evaluation and input. It is given in page number 49 in your textbook. Okay. Then here we can specify the sentence. What does it mean? By using a comment symbol. Comment means one hash symbol. For better understanding, while we are writing a program, we can type like this, length of the rectangle, like this. Then here, for better understanding, using hash symbol, we can type any line for our understanding, breadth of the rectangle. Then here we can type like this, using a command line, type like this, area got stored like this. Then here we can type what area is displayed like this. So that while reading this program, we can understand what does each line indicate. Okay, what does each line indicate? So this comment line means what? Comment for each statement can be added after this hash symbol. So what does it means? The comments that are added in the same row will not be considered while running the program. Okay, for better understanding, we can give like this. But when you run this module, it don't get reflected in our result. Okay, we can simply enter the length and breadth and we will get the answer. This is for better understanding. By using this hash symbol, it is known as comment line. By using this hash symbol, we can specify the meaning of each instruction here. So while reading this program, one can understand what does each line means. Okay, by using this hash symbol, we can specify this. This command line will not considered while running the program. It is also an inbuilt syntax. By using command line hash symbol, it is not considered while running the program. It will not get displayed in the result. For better understanding, one can understand what does each line indicate. Okay, this is what comment line. So this is about how to use evaluation and input function. So about this comment line is given in page number 48 in one box. And page number 49, you can see one further reading topic, interpreter and compiler. Interpreter and compiler means what? Here near to this shell prompt, we are typing print 123. So that we will get the answer here. So for running A single line of code is known as interpreter. Interpreter means converts each statement in the program into binary language. Each statement we will get the output. Compiler means what? This thing. We can type every line and compiler will converts the whole program into binary language, and we will get the answer like this in the Python shell. So this is what the difference between interpreter and compiler. Page number 49, there is one box. It is for further reading. Just read that.
So now we are moving to next activity, activity 4.4 in your textbook. In the same manner, it is not a calculation. It is displaying of string, and the output will be you are a student of one school. So in the program, you are giving this input function and we can enter one school name. So in our output, in the result, it is print like this: you are a student of Don Bosco. If you are entering Don Bosco school as school name, then the output will be you are a student of Don Bosco school. So that is the next program, printing of string. So each and every program are different in their syntax. So we must think of in a logical manner how to display or how to execute this program. So while seeing this video, open your textbook and read each line of program. The program lines is described in your textbook. Okay. So open your textbook and let's start with that activity 4.4 in your textbook. Okay.
So next activity is let's combine the string. Activity 4.4 in your textbook. It is an easy activity. So what is that program? In your program, we can specify the school name so that in the output, the display, the result is you are a student of Don Bosco, like that. In the answer, we can see like this, but in the program, we are specifying our school name so that it tells that you are a student of your school. So how can we write that program? Okay, so specify a variable for storing that line input, because we have to enter the school name, then only we can see the answer you are a student of Don Bosco school. So we want to enter the school name, we want to input our school name. So whatever things we have to input, always use the function input of, then we can type in double quotes any sentence we can type. So I'm going to type enter your school's name, enter your school's name. We can either use caps lock or small letter, no issue in this. Inside that double quotes we can give as based on our choice. Enter your school's name. Okay, I'm going to give. You can put here hyphen or colon. For better understanding, we can use any symbol. Then close the double quote and close the bracket. So here you can use any variable. I'm using S as the variable. Here we can use any other letters, no problem. Or we can give a word like school, no issue. You can write any variable. Then in the previous program finding area, before this input function, I have specified another function called eval. For what? For doing mathematical operation. Do we need that eval function here? Here is there any evaluation going to happen? No, we don't want to use the eval function because we are considering only the string Don Bosco school. It is not a mathematical calculation. It is not a value. So we don't want to specify here evaluation. Eval function is used whenever we are going to do a mathematical operation. Then only eval function is used. Otherwise, ignore that eval function. Use the input function. Then what we can specify the print statement. Inside the print statement, we can type what we have to display. You are a student of. Like that, we have to display you are a student of. So this much get displayed in the output. Then what we have to do? We are entering one school name. That school name want to displayed in this place. So that school name got stored in the variable S. So like that area we have given like this, area of the rectangle, then closing double quote, then we have put a comma, then we have given that letter capital A. Similar way, here what is the variable? S. So specify the variable S. then close bracket, then run this module so that we can see the answer. So Python shell window has opened. So here you can see enter your school's name that got displayed here as we have given it by using that double quotes. Because of this input function, here you can see that blinking cursor, which means we can input a school name. So I am going to give Don Bosco School IJK. I have given like this. Then I am going to press enter button. So that what has come? You are a student of. That much we have given as a string in double quote. So this much sentence here it has appeared, you are a student of. Then this part, what has happened? This enter the school name Don Bosco School IJK got stored in the variable s. So that after this we have specified the s value. So whatever thing that got stored in s is displayed here. Don Bosco School IJK. In the place of variable s, it got appeared like this. Don Bosco School IJK. This is the use of variable. It will collect all the data. That is the use of variable. Okay. Here eval function is not used because why? We are not doing any mathematical operation, so that we don't need this eval function. Only we need input function to enter the school name. Again I am going to run this module. Then we can give another name. So here enter the school name. I am going to give LFCHSS. Press enter button in your keyboard. Then what has come? You are a student of LFCHSS.
So hope you all have clear about this two activity. One is how to find the area and how to print the string we are a student of or you are a student of such and such school. So this is the two activity we have discussed in today's class. If you don't have computers in your home, take a notebook and practice out this programming statement. Write the programming statement by yourself. Okay, then you can practice out this program. Otherwise, if you have computers in your home, try to do this activity. This is a little bit tough chapter, so pay more attention to this chapter. Okay, so that's all for today. Another programs, a lot of programs are there. So another programs we'll see in the next class. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.